More opening day coverage here on Major League Baseball's virtual network. 7:10 start time for this National League Baseball game between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is Arizona's home opener, and one that should be memorable because Madison Bumgarner is making his debut tonight on the mound for the Diamondbacks right here at Chase Field. Last season's statistics for the Arizona Diamondbacks pitching staff, you see on your screen. There's Madison Bumgarner. Big day for Diamondbacks Nation. There's Mike Soroka. He's representing Atlanta on the mound. Opening day festivities going to get underway in just a moment. Madison Bumgarner, those stats are from last season, his last year with the San Francisco Giants, despite having a 3.90 ERA, had a 9-9 decision in 34 starts. The Giants are rebuilding, and it was suspected that Bumgarner would get traded before the end of the 2019 season. The Giants kept him, but he won't be a part of their new plan as they go forward, rebuilding heavily after not making playoffs in each of the last 3 seasons.
First pitch, 7-10.
Ronald Acuna Jr., one of the greatest young outfielders.
1-1.
Takes ball 1. Playing for the Atlanta Braves. Also favors hitting against left-handers. Takes ball 2 upstairs. 55 degrees here in Arizona. The West Coast has been warm today. It was 60 degrees in Oakland when we covered the game between the Athletics and the Twins. Counts even at 2-2. Later tonight, game 2s of the season, the games we'll be covering here on MLB's virtual network will be posted on Twitter, so stay tuned for that. And starting on Sunday, an entire schedule for the whole week of baseball will be posted. We'll be posting what games will be covered, so stick around for that. Acuna strikes out, and Madison Bumgarner, facing his first batter as a Diamondback, gets a strikeout. And 1 out begins this ball game. Here comes Ozzie Albies, switch hitter, batting from the right side of the plate. Bumgarner, though, signing a deal with the Diamondbacks this past offseason. Will be their ace. He's getting the opening day start here.
Ball 1.
The Diamondbacks were his rival for the longest time. The Giants and the Diamondbacks in the same division in the National League West. So he'll still get to see the Giants a significant amount. 2 balls, 1 strike on Albies. The second baseman of the Atlanta Braves, swing and a miss, counts even at 2. Strike 3 called. Madison Bumgarner strikes out the first 2 hitters he faces in a Diamondbacks uniform.
The first baseman, number 5.
2 outs.
Freddie Freeman.
That'll bring up Freddie Freeman. Was an all-star starter last season with the Braves. Has been a talented player and one of the best first basemen in Major League Baseball for a while, but last season spoke volumes to how talented he actually is. One of his best seasons. Batted .295 with 38 home runs and 121 RBIs. Won a Silver Slugger award for first baseman in the National League, but strikes out to Madison Bumgarner there. The first three hitters Bumgarner faces as a Diamondback go down on strikes. After a half inning of play, Atlanta 0, Arizona coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Mike Soroka pitching for the Diamondbacks in tonight's game. 13-4 decision last year, 2.68 ERA.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks,
Soroka's entering his age 22 season, and he already put up statistics like that last season. Made his debut with the Braves in 2018. Last season, he started all 29 games in which he appeared. 0-1 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Counts 0-2. Starling Marte, the one batting now for Arizona. 0-2 pitch. It's outside, ball one. Marte was acquired in a trade with the Pittsburgh Pirates. He'll play the role of center fielder now, and Ketel Marte, who's been notably a better infielder than outfielder, will move from center field to second base. Marte, a really good fit for the Diamondbacks, as he leads off the bottom of the first with a single, now bobbled by Enciarte in center. Marte won't advance anywhere further than first. Leadoff single for Marte.
batting second, the second baseman.
But the Diamondbacks outfield has been bolstered. The Diamondbacks traded for Starling Marte. Signed Cole Calhoun, a right fielder, in free agency, and still have David Peralta in left. Marte also a stolen base threat over there at first base, and now here's Ketel Marte, no relation to Starling Marte, but Ketel Marte, 329 average last year with 32 home runs and 92 RBIs. He had a breakout season with the Diamondbacks. Didn't take off with the Mariners. That's the team that he started with. Lines that one into right center field. That's a base hit. Starling Marte is rounding third. Enciarte will throw it in. Starling Marte will score easily all the way from first base. And Ketel Marte gets an RBI double, and Arizona strikes first early in this one. That's just splitting the gap. Well, Ketel Marte with an extra base hit. Still nobody out. There's Eduardo Escobar. First pitch from Soroka. Strike one. Off-speed pitch taken. Eduardo Escobar was traded from the Diamondbacks to the Twins in the middle of the 2018 season. And then in the 2019-20 offseason, he entered free agency but decided to sign back with the Diamondbacks. And he's been their consistent third baseman and a constant middle-of-the-order hitter. Strike three called. Soroka gets a strikeout and gets on the board in the outs column.
The left fielder, David
One out.
Peralta.
So now with one out, here's cleanup hitter David Peralta. Yesterday in spring training, he hit 2 home runs off of Gio Gonzalez of the White Sox. That was just a spring training game, but here he is batting for the first time in the 2020 regular season. Hit 12 home runs last year. That misses low, counts 2-0. So Starling Marte singled to begin this bottom of the first. And Ketel Marte doubled him home. And now Ketel Marte's on second base. Eduardo Escobar just struck out. That hit one to right field, and it's hooking and goes foul. Counts 2-1. The Diamondbacks making an upward trend now since rebuilding last season as that's fouled off. Counts 2-2. Decided to trade away their franchise face in Paul Goldschmidt in the 2018-19 offseason as that's called strike three. Mike Soroka with 2 strikeouts now. That's the second out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
But the Diamondbacks decided to part ways by trading Paul Goldschmidt to the St. Louis Cardinals. And they weren't expected to do much last year and didn't make playoffs, but made some splashes in free agency this year, as well as making that Starling Marte trade to bolster not only the top of their order, but their outfield. 0-1 pitch to Christian Walker. That's foul. Walker's been making some on the Diamondbacks. He was originally a part of the Baltimore Orioles, was claimed off several waivers.
The count is 1 and 2.
He was claimed by 3 teams, and the Diamondbacks were the 3rd team to claim him off waivers in 2017, and he's developed with the Arizona organization ever since. Mike Soroka, after giving up the 2 leadoff hits, strikes out the heart of this Diamondbacks order. And that's Ketel Marte with the RBI double. Diamondbacks lead 1-0 after 1 inning. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. And here comes one of the newest pieces of the Atlanta Braves. It's Marcell Ozuna. Adding cleanup for the Braves tonight. Swings and misses at strike 1. Came up with the Miami Marlins. Was traded to the St. Louis Cardinals when the Marlins flushed out their whole organization in 2017 and 18. So Ozuna played a couple seasons in St. Louis. And those Cardinals he played for beat the Braves last postseason in the National League Division Series. But he signed a deal with the Braves this past offseason and has bolstered their outfield. So the Braves now had 4 outfield options. They've got Marcell Ozuna, Ender Inciarte, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Nick Markakis. Markakis the one on the bench for opening day. Here's the 1-2. That's high. That's ball 2. Ender Inciarte and Nick Markakis may very well be platoon outfielders. Ronald Acuna Jr. has pretty much solidified his spot either in left field, center, or right. He can play either position.
We got 3 and 2.
Ozuna might be platoon here and there, but with the contract he signs, he'll be starting the majority of the games the Braves play this season. That pitch fouled off. Count still full 3-2. Madison Bumgarner struck out the first 3 hitters he faced in that top of the first inning, and the count driven full, and that's a strike. Madison Bumgarner strikes out the first 4 hitters he faces. That's out number 1. That's the first strikeout. That's Acuna Jr. Ozzie Albies. Freddie Freeman. And the latest victim, Marcell Ozuna. One out, here's number 5 hitter, Travis d'Arnaud. d'Arnaud had struggled with the Mets. That was the team that he played most consistently on. Made it to the World Series with them, too, in 2015. but didn't really have any breakout seasons with the Mets while he was on their team.
That's a ball.
Takes ball one. Started his career with the Mets in 2013. Was traded early in the 2019 season to the Dodgers. Fouls that pitch off. But d'Arnaud played one game with the Dodgers and was immediately dealt from the Dodgers to the Tampa Bay Rays, where he played well for them. Line to right. Foul ball. But with the Rays, d'Arnaud batted .263 with 16 home runs and 67 RBIs. Going into free agency, he signed with the Diamondbacks. And that was a signing that happened this past offseason. Madison Bumgarner. Let's see where this pitch got him, because he doesn't look like he's hurt. Well, the back's one of the toughest spots on the body. So hopefully... He doesn't seem hurt. Madison Bumgarner's fine. He makes the play after getting hit with that grounder. And that was the first Brave hitter to put a ball in play against Bumgarner. Strike one on Ender Inciarte. See, there he's a first-round draft pick in 2012. Did not start his career with the Braves, however.
Nope.
He was drafted
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
by the Arizona Diamondbacks, this very organization he's playing now. Played 2 seasons in Arizona and started his career with the Braves in 2016. This will be his 5th season with Atlanta. Played there by Ketel Marte. And the inning's over. Braves go down 1-2-3 again, going to the bottom of the second. It's Arizona 1, Atlanta 0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Diamondbacks. Cole Calhoun, Nick Ahmed, and Stephen Vogt all due up. Mike Soroka gave up a run in the bottom of the first inning. Starling Marte singled, and Ketel Marte doubled him home from first. Soroka proceeded to strike out the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Diamondbacks order following those 2 events. Cole Calhoun was a longtime Los Angeles Angel playing right field for them. But those 2 have since parted ways, with Calhoun signing with the Diamondbacks in free agency. He's projected to help bolster their outfield as well, with the addition of Starling Marte and David Peralta already establishing himself as a left fielder. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Mike Soroka, 4 strikeouts so far, and that's the first out.
Not shortstop. Nick.
Here's Nick Ahmed. Bottom of the second, 1 out. His team up a run. Soroka's pitch, strike 1.
0-1.
Ahmed, .254 hitter with 19 home runs and 82 RBIs in 158 games played with the Diamondbacks last season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's chased and fouled off. Count quickly 0-2. Ahmed made his debut with the Diamondbacks on June 29th of 2014. This is his 7th season in Arizona. Fouls that pitch off and keeps the at-bat rolling. Count still 0-2. Ground ball left side, played by Camargo. Throws to Freeman. Ahmed out, and that's the second out of this half inning. Here comes Stephen Vogt. He's playing a platoon role right now with Carson Kelly at the catcher position, and since Mike Soroka is a right-handed pitcher, Vogt will start because he's a left-handed hitter. He's also a veteran as well. Been around the game for a while. As you see, he was drafted in 2007 .263 average last year with 10 home runs and 40 RBIs with the San Francisco Giants. That was in 99 games. He played with them. Made his debut in April of 2012 with the Tampa Bay Rays. Played for the Oakland Athletics for 5 years. Was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers in 2017. Isn't on record for playing for an organization in 2018, but played 99 games with the Giants in 2019. Played by Freeman, throws to Soroka covering first. That ends the inning. After scoring in the first, the Diamondbacks can't score in the second. 2 full innings of play completed. It's Arizona 1, Atlanta 0.
Leading off for Atlanta.
7, 8, 9 hitters due up
Johan
for the Braves. Starting off the third inning, Johan Camargo, Dansby Swanson, and then the pitcher spot, Mike Soroka scheduled to bat. Camargo, a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Bumgardner. First pitch. Swinging a foul ball. It's strike one. Camargo is an international signing. He's been with the Braves ever since 2017. Grounded in third. Escobar goes to Walker. Camargo out to begin the top of the third.
batting it. The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So if you're watching this right now and you're wondering where you can get more news about MLB Virtual Network, go follow at Virtual MLB. It's all one word, at Virtual MLB. You'll get to see certain cuts of videos. There will be highlights posted there, as well as news about what games will be broadcasted what days. There's Dansby Swanson batting now, but keep that in mind. More news will be coming your way. Lined into left, Peralta has it. Dansby Swanson lines out. 2 outs here on the top of the third. But this is a network where you can enjoy baseball and enjoy opening day as if opening day were actually happening today, and I fooled myself so much. I believe this is opening day. But subscribe to the channel if you're watching on here. If you're watching through Twitter, go ahead and follow the Twitter page at Virtual MLB. You'll get all the news you need to see what teams are playing what day. There'll be 2 games a day all throughout the regular season, 2 featured games. Results recaps, standings, and injury updates will also come every night before 10 p.m. You'll get an update on how your team's done and how your team looks in the standings. These season statistics will be kept, and everything will be made to seem like this season actually got underway today. Mike Soroka fouls that pitch off, stays alive. Batting ninth, and the pitcher of this Braves team, 0-2. Got him swinging. That ends the bottom of the third. Braves fail to score. Through 3 innings on offense, Arizona will have its next chance when we come back for the bottom of the third.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the pitcher.
Here's Madison Bumgarner coming in.
Bumgarner.
You're watching Major League Baseball's Virtual Network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis, and both these pitchers wearing number 40. Bumgarner got to keep his number. He was also 40 when he was with the Giants. Take strike one, count even at 1. And
1-1.
Madison Bumgarner is undoubtedly one of the best hitters for being a pitcher. I've seen him before get angry with himself when he struck out in a game. And although he's an excellent pitcher, hits well too, grounded to short. Swanson throws to Freeman, and Bumgarner's out. That's the first out.
Number 2, Darling
this bottom of the third inning. And just to put him real quick, Bumgarner in perspective for you. Bumgarner in his career has hit 19 home runs and gotten and his hits and has driven. Excuse me, tongue-tied. He's hit 19 home runs and driven in 62 since 2010 when he was a regular starter with the Giants. Starling Marte in now. Pops that one up to right field. Ronald Acuna Jr. makes the catch, and Marte now 1 for 2.
Second baseman,
Ketel Marte ready to step in. Switch hitter batting from the right side. He's 1 for 1, hit a double, and hit Starling Marte in from first base in his first at bat. Grounds that one sharply, but foul. Strike one. Ketel Marte started his career in Seattle as a shortstop. Now finds himself at second base with the Diamondbacks. Freddie Freeman makes the play at first, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the fourth inning. It's Arizona 1 and Atlanta 0.
Leading off to the plate, the right fielder, Ronald.
Here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. Started his career as the left fielder of the Braves. Playing right field tonight, and could see center field frequently as the season goes on.
Nope, that's a ball.
As a versatile outfielder, he has a great arm
1-0.
and runs well at that. One-0 pitch from Bumgarner. That's a strike. Count is even at 1. And Acuna, a young player on this Braves team.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Takes ball 2. Strike 2 called. Count is even at 2. But Acuna Jr. entering his age 22 season. In 2019, had a .280 average with 41 home runs and 101 RBIs. That was his age 21 season, so to speak. Made his debut in 2018 with the Braves, and in his rookie season, batted .293 with 26 home runs and 64 RBIs. Three-two pitch. Strike 3 called. Madison Bumgarner has now struck out 6 Braves hitters.
The batter number 1.
And that's out number 1.
Albee.
Bumgarner shining brightly in the lights tonight. Remember, this is his first start with Arizona. Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1. He had a strikeout. His first at bat back in the first inning. Takes ball 1 up high.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Line towards center field. Marte cannot make the play after a good effort. Ozzie Albies will go to second. And Marte can't throw it in nearly in enough time. That's the first hit for the Braves against Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner faced 10 hitters before giving up a hit. Here's Freddie Freeman. 2019 National League All-Star, started at first base in the All-Star game in Cleveland. Won the Silver Slugger Award for National League first baseman. And it's hard to pick a franchise face for this Atlanta Braves team. But Freeman, with the season he had last year, And he's been around for a while, but you got Ronald Acuna Jr. as well, who's had a couple tremendous seasons and is just turning 22. 2-0 pitch. That's popped into the air. Peralta's not going to get there, and Ozzie Albies read that one well. Albies will score from second base, and Freddie Freeman's got himself an RBI single. And this game tied at 1 in the top of the fourth.
Now back, left fielder, Marcel Ozuna.
It wasn't even a bad pitch by Baumgartner. It did jam Freeman. Just when it was hit, it went where nobody else was. It's Marcel Ozuna. 0 for 1 in his inaugural at-bat. Tongue-tied again, excuse me. He's 0 for 1 in his inaugural at-bat with the Braves. Baumgartner wavering a little bit after throwing 3 no-hit innings to begin his career with the Diamondbacks. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, gets a strikeout there, and now Baumgartner has struck out 7. And that's not good either. Baumgartner will have to be removed from the game. His arm, he's clutching his arm out there, and
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
yeah, that's kind of upsetting
Number 29.
for the Diamondbacks. Baumgartner strikes out 7, but he'll be removed from this game in the 4th. Well, it's quite unfortunate that
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
the game that we covered on this network earlier in the day, it was the Athletics and the Twins, as that pitch is going to fall, and it gets past Cole Calhoun. Freddie Freeman heads to third, and Freddie Freeman coming home. The throw from Marte to Marte, into Vogt, in time. Out at the plate is Freddie Freeman, and that ends the inning. Freeman tried to take the lead, running the bases. Does it unsuccessfully. This game stays tied at 1. Going to the bottom of the 4th.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman.
Here's Eduardo Escobar standing in now. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Madison Baumgartner, last half inning, was taken out of the game because of what appeared to be an arm injury, and we'll have more for that on you later tonight for the before 10 p.m. results and recap video that will get posted out there. But it was quite unfortunate because earlier in the day as well, when we covered the Twins Athletics game, Sean Manaea was taken out because of an injury as well. He only pitched into the 3rd inning. Baumgartner made it into the 4th, but he's injured. So Eduardo Escobar strikes out looking. Mike Soroka has rebounded well ever since he gave up that run in the 1st. And Peralta takes a look at ball 1. Hey, David Peralta has been around the Diamondbacks outfield in his long career with them. Played by Albies, jump throw to Freeman, and that's an out. Quality play there from Ozzie Albies.
The first baseman, Walker.
It's a little bit harder than routine. Had to throw against his body. Had to time the hops of the ball efficiently, and he did just that. And with 2 outs, here comes Christian Walker. 0 for 1 against Mike Soroka. Strike 1 called on an off-speed pitch. And that graphic right there says it all. He was claimed off waivers by the Diamondbacks in 2017, but he had been claimed by 2 previous teams before finding himself a home here in Arizona. Has since developed well, though, and well enough to bat 5th for the Diamondbacks and start at first base. The Diamondbacks have another first base option in Jake Lamb, but he has been struggling with production and with staying healthy. So Walker's going to start at first, and if Jake Lamb can prove himself worthy of earning a starting role back, then that's what it'll have to be at this point. Eduardo Escobar's locked down third. That's where Lamb used to play. Lamb's secondary position is first, but Christian Walker filling that role for now. Cole Calhoun on deck. Christian Walker about to see a full count pitch. Foul ball. Count still full. Soroka pitching with some efficiency. 52 pitches in 3 2/3 innings. Fly ball, but foul. This is Major League Baseball's virtual network. Go follow it on Twitter at MLB Virtual MLB. And subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're watching this on. Christian Walker aboard at second with a 2-out double. And again on Twitter at Virtual MLB. And subscribe to the YouTube channel MLB Virtual Network. 2 games a day every day until real Major League Baseball decides that the coronavirus is over. Cole Calhoun will bat 2 outs in the half inning.
0-1.
And his at-bat follows the Christian Walker double. The Diamondbacks scored in the bottom of the first inning on a Starling Marte single and then a Ketel Marte double. And then Freddie Freeman had an RBI single in the top half of this inning. Soroka quickly ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And that misses. A sinker at 92 miles per hour. Reminds me of Jordan Hicks. His sinker's 97 miles an hour. Man, a sinker in the 90s, in the mid to high 90s is a scary thought. 1-2 pitch coming from Soroka. On the ground, but foul. Count still 1-2 on Cole Calhoun. One of the newest additions to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hits that one well to right, but foul. And the count stays put. Still 1-2. Ooh, look out behind the plate. Travis d'Arnaud looked like he almost got hit. But he seems fine. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again, and Cole Calhoun milking out this at bat. Still 1-2. And Soroka's pitch count, ever since the Christian Walker double, has increased significantly. That's a hanging breaking ball hit up in the air. Center field, Ender Inciarte roaming back, and he reaches up, makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Diamondbacks don't score in the bottom of the 4th inning. Through 4 full innings of play, it's the Braves 1 and the Diamondbacks 1. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. Brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Pay no attention to Heidi Watney because we can't hear what she's saying. However, that's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a nice guy. And he'll be scheduled to bat sometime soon in this inning.
Leading off for Atlanta.
Acuna Jr. would be up 5th in this inning.
11, Ender Inciarte.
So Merrill Kelly's on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Madison Bumgarner pitched into the 4th inning, gave up a run, and then he was twitching his arm. And that's the only speculation we can have right now. But Bumgarner, it was severe enough to be for him to be taken out of the game. He struck out 7 Braves in his Diamondbacks debut, but we'll have to see what this apparent injury is, how severe it is or not. But he's out of the game. Merrill Kelly's in the game. And the Braves have 6, 7, 8 hitters due up to begin the top of the 5th inning. Ender Inciarte, Johan Camargo, and Dansby Swanson all due up for the Braves this half inning. One-two pitch. That's outside. Count now even at 2. Called strike 3. Ender Inciarte down on strikes.
Now
And a strikeout
the third baseman.
starts the top of the 5th.
Camargo.
Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks in 2019 at a 13-14 decision with a 4.42 ERA and 183-ish innings pitched. Started 32 games for the Diamondbacks. Made his Major League debut on April the 1st, 2019. He's entering his 2nd year in the majors with the Diamondbacks. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. And Camargo stays in the at-bat. 1-2 is the count. Merrill Kelly entering his age 31 season. He has been in and out of minor league organizations. Was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2010. Had been around a few other organizations, but had not played in the majors. Not until his time with the Diamondbacks. Gets 2 strikeouts this inning. That's the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson, the shortstop of the Braves, coming up. He's 0 for 1. And takes a strike. It's 0-1. Swanson has been the shortstop of the Braves for a significant amount of time now. Good defensive player. Not too strong on the offense, but impactful on this Braves team. Last season, Swanson batted .251 with 17 home runs and 65 RBIs in 127 games with the Braves. Takes that pitch, counts 1-2. Swanson was once part of the Futures game in 2016. 1-2 pitch, that's outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Counts even at 2. He was drafted, Swanson was, by the Diamondbacks in the 1st round of the 2015 amateur draft. Then was traded from the Diamondbacks to the Braves. The Diamondbacks sent Ender Inciarte, Aaron Blair, and Dansby Swanson to the Braves, and the Braves sent Shelby Miller and Gabe Spear to the Diamondbacks. 3-2 pitch, here it is. Lined up the middle, that gets through the infield. Base hit for Dansby Swanson.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And he forces the pitcher spot to come up. This half inning, Mike Soroka scheduled to come up to the plate. So at the very least, the top of the order will come up next inning for the Braves rather than the pitcher spot. Merrill Kelly's pitch is a strike, 93 on the fastball.
0-1 is the count.
0-1's the count. Mike Soroka struck out in the third against Madison Bumgarner. He's facing Kelly for the first time in this game. 0-1 pitch. Swing, and that's foul. Count quickly 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Up in the air. Cole Calhoun makes the catch. That ends the top of the fifth. Braves get no runs on a hit and leave one runner on base. 7-8-9 due up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the fifth. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, and Heidi Watney is not speaking right now. I promise you she isn't. I kind of wish I had a live analyst down on the field, but we don't have that luxury here. We're on a tight budget here on MLB's virtual network, so sorry for all of you who wish we had a sideline reporter. We do not. Nick Ahmed's going to come to the plate. 7-8-9 due up for the Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed, Stephen Vogt, and then the pitcher's spot due up for the Diamondbacks. And with Bumgarner out of the game and a reliever in, Diamondbacks might be expected to make a decision regarding a pinch hitter. There have been some bullpen action for Arizona as well. But Madison Bumgarner not out of the game because of poor performance. That's quite the opposite. He struck out 7 Braves hitters.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Through 3+ innings. He was clutching his left arm.
I got to count 2-2.
And training staff came out, evaluated him, and took him out of the game for, as far as we know right now, precautionary reasons. That pitch misses low, counts full 3-2. But that's all we know right now. Diamondbacks fans were certainly excited to see him start, and he pitched well for the time he was out there, but limited to a short start. Strikeout by Mike Soroka. That's number 6 for him. Nick Ahmed, the latest victim on this pitch. And that's out number 1. Here's Stephen Vogt. But Sean Manaea of the Oakland Athletics also was injured in the Twins Athletics games that we covered here on MLB's virtual network. And there's still no diagnosis publicly on him. And we'll have that all for you toward the end of the night. Results, standings, injury updates, recaps of every team that played today will all be posted before 10 p.m. so you can cover your team and track how they're doing. Folks, got a single. He's aboard with 1 out. Pitcher spot coming up for the Diamondbacks.
The batter, the pitcher, Merrill Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen,
and it's going to be a pinch hitter for the Diamondbacks. Leyba coming off the bench. Well, bat in the pitcher spot, so Merrill Kelly is done. And Leyba swings and misses at strike 1, fresh off the bench. Takes a healthy hack. But we'll have a diagnosis for you on Madison Bumgarner and Sean Manaea when the updates are posted tonight, both on Twitter and on YouTube. So look out for those.
Nope.
But it was exciting to see Bumgarner pitch as well as he did through the first 3 innings. Gave up some hits in the 4th and gave up a run.
Oh, inside.
And that's when he was taken out. Shortly after he gave up a run on the Freddie Freeman single. 2-2 pitch coming to Leyba. Pinch hitter. And he lines that one to second. Played by Ozzie Albies. That's the second out of the bottom of the 5th.
The center fielder.
So the Diamondbacks scored after Starling Marte singled and Ketel Marte doubled home Starling. That made it 1-0. The Braves were hitless through 3 full innings, but in the top of the 4th, strung some base runners together and ended up scoring a run. Freddie Freeman single. And neither team has scored since that top of the 4th inning. Diamondbacks haven't scored since the 1st. Strike one. Starling Marte debuted with the Pirates. He was an international free agent signing. Debuted with the Pirates in 2012 and became a sensation over there. Had a great arm, has a great arm still. Good defensive outfielder.
Count is 1 and 2.
Pretty consistent hitter. There's not a whole lot not to like about Starling Marte when it comes to his talents as a player. And he fits the Diamondbacks' plan well right now. Bolstered their outfield with his acquisition. And their lineup at the top of the order especially increased with him leading off. Full count now 3-2. 2 outs. Steven Vogt will be running on the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a line drive to right field. Ronald Acuna Jr. is there. And despite a well-hit ball, the inning's over. Diamondbacks get no runs on a hit and leave 1 runner on base. Through 5 full innings, it's the Braves 1 and the Diamondbacks 1.
Your attention, please.
Junior Guerra comes out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks.
41. Junior.
In 72 games last season, had a 3.55 ERA and a 9-5 decision out of the bullpen.
Leading off to the Braves.
He'll face the top of the Braves order to start the 6th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr., then Ozzie Albies and Freddie Freeman. Strike one called over the inside. 0-1. This game progressing rather quickly. Just 1 run scored by each team through 5 full innings. 0-1 pitch. That's high. Count is even at 1. Guerra hitting 97 on the gun, and there's Yohan Lopez. That's the Diamondbacks bullpen. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's outside. Counts 2-1. Merrill Kelly came in the middle of the 4th inning to replace an injured Madison Bumgarner. Pitched through the 4th and pitched the entire 5th inning, and now Junior Guerra in to pitch the 6th. There's the 2-1. That's hit well but foul down the left side. Counts 2-2. And Bumgarner, before he got injured, was pitching very well for the Diamondbacks. Kept the Diamondbacks hitless through the first third of the game. Guerra can't make the play. Marte backs him up, throws to Walker, and Acuna Jr. down on the ground out to start the top of the 6th. But he was pitching so well. He's the one that gave up the run to the Braves in the top of the 4th, and then he shortly after got taken out. And that's the second ace pitcher down with an injury in the league. Sean Manaea also got hurt in the Twins Athletics game. There will be more on him later tonight in our recaps portion of the night. That video should be posted no later than 10 p.m. It's recapping all the games that were played that weren't covered here on the virtual network. Albies pops that pitch up, and Book makes the catch. That's out number 2. But all those updates, recaps, standing updates, all that will be covered. A video will be posted before 10 p.m. both on Twitter and on YouTube. But Junior Guerra in the game now. Freddie Freeman batting, 2 outs, bases empty. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. The game between a National League East participant and a National League West team. That grounded, Nick Ahmed plays it just to the right of second base in the shift. Gets Freeman out, and that ends the inning. Braves, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-1. Braves and Diamondbacks tied. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. Brought to you by MLB The Show 20. Ketel Marte stands in. 2-3-4 hitters. 2 up for the Diamondbacks. It'll be Ketel Marte, Eduardo Escobar, and then David Peralta. Marte 1 for 2. That double he hit was an RBI double. It was back in the first inning. That's the last time the Diamondbacks scored. Mike Soroka pitching into the 6th. And that double by Marte was the lone, that RBI double was the lone run that Soroka's given up in this game. He's pitched rather well. A couple of players warming up in the Braves bullpen now. And that's called a strike, counts even at 1. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to go over to Twitter and follow @VirtualMLB. That's the Twitter page where you can find all the news about this network. Marte hits that one towards center field. Going back in, Ciarte's on the deepest part of the ballpark. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
And that's out number 1.
Eduardo Escobar.
Here's Eduardo Escobar standing in. Well, now base is empty. Marte just scared some of the Braves players with that long and majestic fly ball, but all it is an out, and that's strike 1 to Eduardo Escobar. But follow @VirtualMLB on Twitter and subscribe to MLB Virtual Network, the channel on YouTube, where you can watch 2 games a day if you miss baseball, because that's the whole point of this. His opening day was never delayed. This is opening day, and here's how the teams are doing. Swinging a foul ball, counts 0-2. If you're wondering how this dynamic works, though, this is MLB The Show 20's franchise mode. So all of these games that you're watching right now will be archived. And the games that are not covered are going to be simulated as if they actually happened. So that's how the stats are going to be kept. Ground ball right side and foul. Counts still 1-2. So you'll still be able to cover your favorite team, even if your favorite team isn't on one of the 2 games of the day. And it's really easy to follow, too. They're updated every night, so you can see how your team's doing, where players stand in category leaders, how your team did on a certain day, where they stand in standings, injury updates, all of that happiness will be covered on Twitter, and the games will be broadcasted live and archived to YouTube. David Peralta now, he swings and fouls that pitch off. Mike Soroka just struck out Eduardo Escobar, and that's 7 strikeouts for him now. Oh, 1 pitch. That's inside. Count is even at 1. Madison Bumgarner, before exiting, struck out 7 hitters himself. Both these pitchers spot on today. Bumgarner just happened to get injured and couldn't finish out what he started. But Soroka pitching a quality outing now for the Braves. 1-2 pitch to Peralta. Chopped on the ground in front of the plate. Travis d'Arnaud. Where's to Freddie Freeman? Peralta's out at first. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on for the Diamondbacks. An even scoreline for both teams going into the 7th. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Braves. It'll be Marcell Ozuna, Travis d'Arnaud, and then Ender Inciarte. This is Marcell Ozuna's first game with the Braves after signing a contract this past offseason. Takes ball 1, Junior Guerra. Into the game now, pitching in his second inning out of the bullpen. Merrill Kelly was the initial pitcher to replace Madison Bumgarner. He didn't give up a run in his outing. Junior Guerra came in the 6th inning. Nice play there by Nick Ahmed.
Up next for Atlanta.
Gets Marcelo Zuna out at first base.
Darno.
That's the first out. One out here is Travis d'Arnaud. That pitch misses upstairs. That's ball one. Travis d'Arnaud 1 for 2 in this game. Got a hit off Merrill Kelly in his last at bat. Now facing Junior Guerra for the first time. Swing, and that ball is fouled off. Counts now 1-2. Swing, and that's a foul ball. 1-2 pitch coming again. Travis d'Arnaud batting, and he takes strike 3 called. Junior Guerra gets d'Arnaud to strike out. That's the second out. They'll bring up number 6 hitter Ender Inciarte. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 7th. The Braves haven't scored since the top of the 4th inning. And the Diamondbacks haven't scored since the bottom of the 1st. A well-pitched ball game here in Arizona, the 0-1. Popped up, right field. Cole Calhoun looks to play it, and he does. Stretch time here at Chase Field. It's the Braves 1 and the Diamondbacks 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves.
Mike Soroka pitches 6 full innings. Gave up 1 earned run in that time. Struck out 7.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
Ends this game with a quality start, although he will not get a decision. Christian Walker will bat. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Diamondbacks. Darren O'Day coming out of the bullpen for the Braves. Gets a swing and a miss. Strike 1. So it'll be Christian Walker, Cole Calhoun, and Nick Ahmed due up. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Darren O'Day, a former reliever with the with the Baltimore Orioles. There's a quality reliever there, one of their top setup players, or one of their top setup pitchers, but since they've been on a rebuild, they've been trading away some of their bigger pieces from their better teams around 2016 and 17. Manny Machado got traded away in the middle of the 2018 season. So did O'Day. O'Day came straight here to the Braves. Kevin Goswick got traded over here as well, although he decided to sign elsewhere after his contract expired at the end of 2018. Christian Walker flails at that pitch. And that's the first out. Bottom of the 7th, here's Cole Calhoun. Grant Dayton and Chris Martin warming up in the Braves bullpen. Here's the 0-1. The 0-0, excuse me, I misspoke. He's swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. Diamondbacks scored after Starling Marte hit a single and Ketel Marte got an RBI double back in the bottom of the 1st. The Braves scored in the top of the 4th on a Freddie Freeman RBI single. One pitch. Fouled off. So the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 1st got 2 hits and have since not scored at all in all the outs that they've recorded since then. Counts 2-2. Darren O'Day in his first inning out of the bullpen and strikes out 2. It's Christian Walker to flail at a breaking pitch, and then
The batter, number 13.
it's Cole Calhoun to swing and miss there.
Nick Ahmed.
And that's 2 outs. Here comes Nick Ahmed. Ahmed, the shortstop of this Diamondbacks team. Lifetime Diamondback.
Ball in.
This will be his 7th season in Arizona. He's been around for all those uniform changes, too, and their whole new design that they got. He was also a part of the 2017 playoff team. That pitch misses low. Counts 2 balls and no strikes. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. This is opening day coverage of Major League Baseball.
3-0.
The 2 teams that'll play tomorrow will be announced on Twitter sometime tonight, so you can figure out if your favorite team is being covered tomorrow. But the goal is to make sure that every team is covered at least once a week with 2 games a day. That pitch misses inside. That's ball 4, and Nick Ahmed works a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Stephen Vogt. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Singled in his last at bat. He'll face Darren O'Day for the first time. O'Day got Christian Walker and Cole Calhoun to strike out swinging, and then issued a 2-out walk to Nick Ahmed, and starts the count 1-0 against Stephen Vogt. Vogt, a veteran catcher, spent the majority of his career with the Oakland Athletics. Nothing special about his statistics, nothing overbearing or superstar level, but he could be considered a veteran impact player. And that would fit his role here in Arizona with Carson Kelly, the young catcher, coming up, and a prospect that will look to take that position in the years to come for the Diamondbacks. But Vogt's job very well might be to be a guider while playing, help develop Kelly with the team, and make him an even better catcher. Darren O'Day, the 3 outs recorded in that half inning were 3 strikeouts by O'Day. No runs, no hits, 1 walk in the inning, 1 runner left on base. Through 7 full innings, Atlanta 1, Arizona 1. Torey Lovello comes out of the Diamondbacks dugout. And that, since he's speaking to the home plate umpire, that means that this must be a double switch.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 50.
Yohan Lopez comes into pitch.
Batting 9. Pinch hitting for the Braves.
He's batting in the 8th spot. Carson Kelly is now catching and batting 9th. So Stephen Vogt is done. Yohan Lopez comes out of the bullpen to pitch and will now occupy the 8th spot. Carson Kelly comes in to catch, occupies the 9th spot, and there's Nick Markakis grounding out. And that's the first out of the top of the 8th. Nick Markakis had pinch hit for Johan Camargo in the number 7 spot. Dansby Swanson will now bat. He's still in the 8th spot, and the pitcher spot due up next for the Braves. Stefan Crichton, and Kevin Ginkel warming up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. One-0 pitch. That misses low, counts 2-0 on Swanson, who's 1 for 2 in this game. 2-0 pitch is chopped, foul behind the plate, counts 2-1. Ground ball left side, foul, and Yohan Lopez is working the count back even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball and foul. Yohan Lopez pitching in his first inning. Out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. 2-2 pitch. Hit well to right field. Back goes Cole Calhoun, and he's not going to be able to get that one. That's going to bounce off the ground and over the wall. 1 out double for Dansby Swanson. And the pitcher spot due up for the Braves.
Your attention, please.
And coming off the bench,
Number 25, Flowers.
Tyler Flowers is the one coming off the bench for the Braves. He's their backup catcher, but will pinch hit with the go-ahead run on second base. And only 1 out. The Diamondbacks had Madison Bumgarner to start this game. He was removed because of an injury in the 4th inning. Merrill Kelly pitched the rest of the 4th and all of the 5th for the Diamondbacks. Junior Guerra came in after that to pitch the 6th and the 7th. Now Yohan Lopez in some trouble to start the 8th inning. The Braves haven't scored since the top of the 4th inning, and Flowers now down to the count 1-2. Tyler Flowers, once a catcher for the Chicago White Sox, now finds himself here on a division-winning Atlanta Braves team. 1-2 pitch, that's fouled away. Count still 1-2. Yeah, but the Braves haven't scored since the top of the 4th inning. The Diamondbacks haven't scored since the bottom of the 1st. Flowers chops that pitch foul and stays alive. Pinch hitting late in the game, one of the hardest things to do in baseball. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, 97 miles per hour. 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the Braves have the top of the order coming back up. Ronald Acuna Jr. stands in for his 4th at bat. Dansby Swanson in scoring position at second base, and that first pitch fouled off. Swanson hit a 1-out double out of the 8th spot. And Acuna Jr. now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch, here it comes. That misses low, count is 1-2. Crucial spot here for the Braves, who haven't scored in a few innings. One, 2 in the dirt, and that gets away from Carson Kelly. Dansby Swanson advances to third base. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that go-ahead run has moved up to third on the wild pitch by Lopez. And this situation gets that much more intense. Chopped on the ground. Escobar, bare hand, throw to Walker. Good play. Inning's over. Braves get the go-ahead run in a scoring position, but fail to score in that top of the 8th. Going to the bottom of the 8th, we're still tied at 1. Braves and Diamondbacks.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Chris Martin will come in to pitch
Chris Martin,
for the Atlanta Braves. Now in 58 games, had a 3.40 ERA.
a defensive change for the Braves.
And Adam Duvall is going to come in, and he'll play third base for the Braves. Johan Camargo got pinch hit for by Nick Markakis. And Nick Markakis is a left-handed fielder. Not that left-handed fielders can't play the infield, but that's usually not desired. Adam Duvall, primarily an outfielder as well, which is makes that decision a little unique. But Adam Duvall now at third base and batting in the 7th spot for the Braves. Here's Carson Kelly batting 2-0 count against newly entered Chris Martin. This is Carson Kelly's first at bat in this game. And he chops that pitch foul. Kelly was involved in a double switch. When Yohan Lopez came in to pitch, Lopez assumed the number 8 spot. And Carson Kelly came in for Stephen Vogt at the catcher position, and Carson Kelly assumed the number 9 spot in the order and strikes out against Martin to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
The Diamondbacks order coming back to the top now. Here's Starling Marte. Marte only 1 hit so far in his debut with the Diamondbacks, but to this point, that was the biggest hit of all his at-bats. That was the biggest at-bat of all his at-bats because his single allowed him to score on the Ketel Marte double. 0-1 pitch hit foul, counts 0-2. That single he hit back in the bottom of the 1st inning. The Diamondbacks haven't scored since the bottom of the 1st. He's down, though, in the count now, 0-2. Hits that one softly toward the left field line. That's going to drop foul. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, that's a ball, 97 miles per hour. That pitch is in the dirt. Marte doesn't take the bait. 2-2 pitch is hit well to left center field. On the run, Enciarte. He's not going to get there. Marte rounds first. Enciarte picks it up. Marte stops at second. The ball thrown away, but not far away enough for Marte to think about advancing.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And now coming to bat is Ketel Marte, who doubled home Starling Marte in that bottom of the 1st inning. That was Ketel Marte's first and only hit as well to this point. Strike called on the off-speed pitch thrown by Martin. Chris Martin's 0-1. Just misses. Very close pitch. Good discipline by Ketel Marte, and Martin working quickly. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. Go ahead run in scoring position in the form of Starling Marte at second base, and Ketel Marte only able to chop that pitch foul. Part of the order due up next for the Braves. It'll be Eduardo Escobar, David Peralta, and Christian Walker all scheduled to bat. That pitch misses low. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. And wow. I've never ceased to be amazed by baseball. Somehow Marte fouls that pitch off and keeps the at-bat alive. Just misses. Wow. Martin has been so close to that bottom of the strike zone, but doesn't get the calls. 3-2 pitch coming. That hit high in the air, shallow center. Running after it is Ozzie Albies. He'll make the catch and quickly regroup to throw to third. Marte stays at second. That's the second out. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Eduardo Escobar. Struck out in his last at bat. Hitless in the ball game tonight. With the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base, Starling Marte doubled himself there. There are 2 outs. Strike 1. Chris Martin, this is his first inning out of the bullpen for the Braves. Mike Soroka went 6 innings. Darren O'Day came in to pitch the 7th. And Chris Martin now on the mound in the 8th. Found himself in some trouble, but he's one strike or one quality pitch away from getting out of this inning scoreless, and that's the pitch to do it. Eduardo Escobar swings and misses, and that ends the 8th inning. This game still tied at 1, going to the 9th. Emotion. 1-1's the score. There's Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
He is 1 for 3 in this game. He doubled and scored on the Freddie Freeman single. Yohan Lopez still on the mound. He put the Diamondbacks in a tough situation last inning. Gave up a double to Dansby Swanson, and then Swanson got the third on a wild pitch he threw. Lopez worked around that, though, to get out of the inning scoreless. Again, the Braves haven't scored since the bottom of the 4th inning on the Freddie Freeman single. And the Diamondbacks haven't scored since the 1st inning when Ketel Marte doubled home Starling Marte. That hit well to right field. And, just foul. Oh, my. That had the distance. Nonetheless, the count remains 1-2. And, wow. Close pitch count even at 2. Just missed off the outside. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off, and that's where the count remains. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Ozzie Albies leading off the inning. The switch hitter batting from the left side of the plate against the righty Lopez. Popped up. Carson Kelly looks to have a play. He's got it. 1 out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman's going to come to the plate. 1 out, base is empty. Single and an RBI back in the top of the 4th. 2019 Silver Slugger at first base. National League All-Star. Facing one of the Diamondbacks' younger pitchers. 96 miles per hour. Counts even at 1. Popped up, catch made by Nick Ahmed. That's the second out of the top of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
There's Marcell Ozuna. Hitless in his debut with the Braves to this point. No bat now with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Ball one. This is outside. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is even at 1-1. Yohan Lopez pitching in his second inning out of the bullpen, pitched a scoreless top of the 8th. And looks to keep this game scoreless going into the bottom of the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here's the pitch. Hit well, and that gets through the left side of the infield. Base hit. Peralta gets it into Ahmed. Ozuna stops at first. And that's the go-ahead run on first base with 2 outs.
Now back. The catcher.
And it looked like he was looking for that inside pitch. Hit well through the left side of the infield, and that's going to do it for Lopez.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks. Number 58.
Stefan Crichton. Stefan Crichton comes out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Pardon my mispronunciation there, but pitched 28 games with the Diamondbacks last season. He's in a pretty crucial spot now for the D-backs. Well, relinquishes a hit there. That's through the middle, base hit.
The center fielder, number 11.
Single there by Travis d'Arnaud. That puts runners at first and second. Still with 2 outs, and here is Ender Inciarte. 0-1, nothing pitch. That misses high, ball 1. So remember, Major League rules now dictate that a pitcher must throw to 3 batters before he's substituted for. Which means Crichton, regardless of how he performs to the next couple of hitters, he has to stay in and face those next couple of hitters. He can't be replaced. And he'll have to pitch extra innings, too, if it comes to that. But Peralta makes the catch. Last half of the 9th inning. Atlanta and Arizona still knotted up at 1. You're watching MLB Virtual Network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Grant Dayton comes out and he will pitch for the Braves, and his sole responsibility is to prevent the Diamondbacks from scoring, because if the Diamondbacks score, game's over, and the Diamondbacks will win. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Diamondbacks this half inning. David Peralta, Christian Walker, and Cole Calhoun. So Dayton will face, he's guaranteed to face 2 left-handers and a right-hander. So it'll be Peralta the lefty, Walker the righty. Swing and a miss. And then Calhoun the lefty. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Hit in the air, foul territory, out goes Adam Duvall. He'll make the catch. That's the first out of the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now back, first baseman,
Christian Walker will stand up. 1 for 3, he doubled in the 4th inning. The Diamondbacks have not scored since their offensive half inning of the 1st. Dayton's pitch. That's low, ball 1. Braves haven't scored. It's the top of the 4th inning. This has been a pitcher-dominated game. 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0's the count. Swing and a miss. And 2-1's the count now on Christian Walker. Grant Dayton, 2010 draft pick of the Florida Marlins in the 11th round, made his debut with the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2016. Played with the Dodgers Major League organization for 2 seasons. Did not see Major League action in the year 2018. And got a chance to pitch in the bullpen of the Braves. And here he is, his second season with them. Walker swings. That's a base hit. Ronald Acuna Jr. will throw it in. That's a 1-out single for Christian Walker.
Now batter, the right fielder, Cole.
So this is one of the few games around Major League Baseball that isn't an interdivision game.
Your attention, please.
Tim LeCastro goes over to first. He will pinch run for Christian Walker. There's Cole Calhoun. Grant Dayton must face Cole Calhoun at the minimum, and then the Braves can worry about switching pitchers. Strike one. Tim LeCastro, one of the fastest and best base runners in the game of baseball, and that's why Grant Dayton had a more hasty delivery on that last pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Cole Calhoun now. But whoever wins this game will stay on pace in their division. Whoever loses will start the season 0-1 and likely further toward last place. It is only the first game of the season. Nothing really to worry about yet. Strike three. The check swing is unsuccessful by Calhoun, according to the home plate umpire. That's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
This is Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. It's opening day baseball. And this is a well-played game of baseball right now, more specifically well-pitched. Pickoff attempt to first. LeCastro back safely. But a well-pitched game, early offense resulted in bullpens coming out and pitching well. And limiting runs. Counts 1-0. Madison Bumgarner, the starting pitcher, got taken out because of an injury to his arm. He struck out 7, though, through his 4+ innings that he pitched. Pickoff attempt. LeCastro was running. Freeman to Swanson. The tag is in time. Tim LeCastro caught leading off first base. And that ends regulation. We're going to extra innings. It's Atlanta 1, Arizona 1.
Your attention, please.
So since LeCastro is not fluent at first base, Jake Lamb is going to come off the bench. So Christian Walker got pinch ran for by Tim LeCastro. Now LeCastro replaced defensively by Jake Lamb. And the benches are wearing thin for both teams. Here's Adam Duvall batting in the 7th spot for the Braves. Johan Camargo was the starting third baseman for the Braves. He was pinch hit for last time around by Nick Markakis, who was then defensively replaced by Duvall. And that pitch misses outside. Stefan Crichton is required to face a minimum of one more batter. He only faced 2 batters in the top of the 9th, so he at minimum will have to face Adam Duvall. And then he could be subject to being substituted for once this at-bat concludes. He's ahead in the count now. 1-2 strikes to Adam Duvall, former San Francisco Giant, Cincinnati Red. And has been with the Braves now for a couple of seasons. 1-2 pitch. Chased it, and that's fouled on the right side. Count is still 1-2. Duvall, quite a power threat. He is a run producer more than anything else. Good to categorize his hitting style, but he strikes out there against Crichton. That's Crichton's first strikeout since he's come on the mound out of the bullpen, and now here's Dansby Swanson. Swanson's 2 for 3. He got in scoring position after doubling in the 8th inning, and he hits that one a long way to left field. Peralta makes the catch.
Now batting, the pitcher, Grant.
And now with 2 outs, the pitcher spot comes up, and
Ladies and gentlemen,
the bench for the
your
Braves
attention,
is wearing thin.
please. For Atlanta, number 8.
Now Charlie Culberson is going to come off the bench. He's going to pinch hit for Grant Dayton. So Dayton's day is over. And Culberson, if he can get on base, the Braves' top of the order will come up next. The Braves have a dangerous top of the order with Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, and Freddie Freeman in the 1, 2, 3 parts of the order. That pitch fouled off. This is Crichton's 5th batter face, so he's subject to being substituted for at any time. Torey Lovello seeming to want him to finish out the inning. That pitch fouled off, and the Diamondbacks have the luxury of playing at home, so they're guaranteed another half inning regardless. The Braves are not.
Ball, that's pitch out.
Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Culberson extending this at bat, staying disciplined, and awaiting the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Stefan Crichton pitches a scoreless 9th and a scoreless 10th. Go to the bottom of the 10th. It's Atlanta 1 and Arizona 1.
Your attention, please.
Here's Luke Jackson coming out of the bullpen, one of the
Number 77,
long relief pitchers of this Braves team.
Jackson.
Although it is crucial,
Leading up for
every
the
pitch now in extra innings, especially being the away team.
Nick Ahmed.
0-1's the count.
It's end game if you give up a run as the away team in extra innings. 7-8-9 due up
Ball, that's out.
for the Diamondbacks. It'll be Nick Ahmed, then the pitcher spots due up. Carson Kelly batting 9th.
Ball, that's down.
And that misses low, counts 2-1. Luke Jackson. There's a strike, gets Ahmed to foul it off. Counts even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is opening day, and quite a game this is for an opening day matchup. Swing and a miss there, 97 miles per hour on the fastball, and Luke Jackson right
Now batting, the pitcher,
into his outing out of the bullpen, gets a strikeout.
Crichton.
And we'll see what the Diamondbacks choose to do now.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Diamondbacks. Number 15,
Ildemaro Vargas
Ildemaro.
comes off the bench now. He pinch hits for Stefan Crichton. Strike 1 called. On that pitch, Luke Jackson at 6 pitches now. Throwing quality strikes. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That had some nasty movement, that breaking ball did. Counts 0-2. Pitch from Jackson, here it comes. That misses, counts 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch coming. And the breaking ball, that one far too low in the dirt. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Diamondbacks haven't scored since the bottom of the 1st inning. Braves haven't scored since the top of the 4th. It's been a quality bullpen kind of game. And Luke Jackson's got 2 strikeouts. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th.
Now batting, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Mike Soroka for the Braves went 6 innings. Darren O'Day pitched the 7th. And that ball hit and fouled by Carson Kelly, strike 1. Swing and a miss.
That's the count. 0-2.
Quickly 0-2. Will Smith, the newest, and one of the best pitching acquisitions by the Braves in free agency, is the closer. And we haven't seen him up yet. He hasn't pitched yet either. Of course, there will be no save situation for him unless the Braves can take a lead. Maybe that's what they're saving him for. Albies throws to Freeman. And a scoreless inning pitched by Luke Jackson, and 10 innings isn't enough to decide this one. We'll go to the 11th. It's 1-1. Atlanta and Arizona are tied.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Kevin Ginkel
Now pitching for the
comes out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks.
Number 37, Kevin.
The Diamondbacks have had a plethora of arms come out of the bullpen now as well. Their bullpen could be diminishing. They've had more pitchers come out than the Braves have, just because Baumgartner got injured early in this game and had to be taken out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. It was Baumgartner, then Kelly, then Guerra, then Lopez.
1-1.
Crichton came in the middle of the 9th, pitched the 10th. There's a line drive, hit off Ginkel, who's newly into the game out of the pen for the Diamondbacks. Ronald Acuna Jr. stops at second. He's the one that hit that ball. That's a leadoff double for the Atlanta Braves.
Batter number 1, second baseman.
Yeah, that's dangerous now with the middle of the order coming up. Acuna Jr. has set the table well for the Braves. You're watching Opening Day Major League Baseball on MLB's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. Runner goes to third. Pitch misses. Kelly's throw is not in time. Ronald Acuna Jr. in one of the most daring moves that you can try in baseball, stealing third base with a left-hander on the mound, or with a left-handed batter. He did it, though. And now, any ball put in play toward the outfield will score that run from third. The infield's playing in for the Diamondbacks. The go-ahead run at third base in the form of Ronald Acuna Jr., who doubled and then stole third base. Man, that's just a daring move. A daring move indeed that paid off. At least for now. 2-1 pitch. Chopped and foul. Again, the Diamondbacks infield playing in, protecting against that run from scoring from third base. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. On the ground. Past Nick Ahmed at short. Acuna Jr. will score from third. RBI single for Ozzie Albies. And the Atlanta Braves have broken the run-producing silence. They score here in the 11th, take a 2-1 lead. The Diamondbacks haven't scored since the bottom of the first, excuse me. Now Freddie Freeman to right field. That's close to the foul pole. That's going to stay fair. Kevin Ginkel has now given up 3 home runs, and that's a big blow to the Diamondbacks. A 2-run home run hit by Freddie Freeman. And now the Braves lead 4-1, and there's still nobody out in the top of the 11th. And the offenses have both been silent ever since the 4th inning.
Your attention, please.
And now an abundance of runs being scored by the Braves. Andrew Chafin comes in out of the Diamondbacks bullpen. A setup pitcher with the Diamondbacks. 23 holds a season ago.
The left fielder.
Will face Marcell Ozuna.
Well,
That misses outside, ball one. The Braves have yet to record an out in the top of the 11th. Ronald Acuna Jr. led the inning off with a double. Ozzie Albies. Well, let's not forget that Acuna stole third as well. Then Ozzie Albies singled him in. Then Freddie Freeman hit a home run. All those runs scored off Ginkel. And now Ozuna grounds it to first, played by Jake Lamb, steps on the bag himself. And that's one out here in the top of the 11th.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
This game was pitched so well until the top of the 11th. The Diamondbacks bullpen is the one to blink first, although the Diamondbacks will have an opportunity to bat again in the bottom half of this inning. But the Braves now have a 3-run cushion, most in part to that 2-run home run hit by Freddie Freeman. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Shallow outfield. There's Starling Marte. He'll make the catch. And since Andrew Chafin has come into the game, the Diamondbacks have gotten on the board with 2 outs.
The center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte batting now out of the 6th spot. He is 0 for 4. Last flew out in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. That's strike one, 95 miles per hour. Inciarte entering play is 3 for 5 against Chafin. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses low. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chafin came in the middle of this inning. Kevin Ginkel pitched into infinity. Didn't record an out in this inning and was replaced after giving up the 3 runs. Played by Marte over to Jake Lamb, and that'll end the inning. For the half inning, at least. Last chance for the Diamondbacks. They trail 4-1 here in extras.
Your attention, please. Now,
so here's Will Smith.
Number 51.
This is what the Braves were more than likely saving him for. Former San Francisco Giant. Recently closed for them. Now pitching here for the Braves. This is a save situation. This game's still within 3 runs. Diamondbacks have the top of the order due up. It'll be Starling Marte, then Ketel Marte, and then Eduardo Escobar. First pitch from Will Smith. Swing and a foul ball. Strike one. Will Smith was an all-star last year in the National League. The National League bullpen, if you will. The Braves have such a lockdown bullpen as well. Not that it would be classified as overpowering, but you've got some veteran arms in there like Shane Green, who was an all-star in the American League last year with the Tigers. Mark Melancon, former Pirates all-star closer. He's pitching for the Braves now in the bullpen. Darren O'Day, you saw him pitch in this game already. Former lockdown reliever with the Baltimore Orioles, now pitching for the Braves. There's some veteran arms that still have some gas left in the tank. And while not overbearing, this Braves bullpen could still be effective as the season progresses, with all these arms being in one collective organization. That pitch misses inside. Counts 3-1 now on Starling Marte. Del Marte due up next. Starling 2 for 4. Hit well, but fouled down the right side. So the Braves scored in the top half of the 11th. Ronald Acuna Jr. led off the inning with a double. Stole third with nobody out. Did it successfully, and then Ozzie Albies hit a double that scored hit a double that scored him, and then Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run home run. It scored Albies as well, and that made it 4-1. Scored 3 runs in that top half of the 11th inning, and now the Diamondbacks into business now. Starling Marte works a leadoff walk. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. That's strike 194 from Will Smith. Mike Soroka was the starter in this game. He'll get a no decision despite the fact that he pitched 6 innings, struck out 7, and gave up just 1 earned run. The game was tied when he was taken out of the game. Pickoff attempt to first. Marte's back safely. Luke Jackson in line for the win, and Kevin Ginkel in line for the loss, should this score hold up. Ginkel pitched. He started pitching in the 11th, gave up the 3 runs, and then was immediately replaced. So his inning tally right now is just a plus. He did not get out of the 11th inning, didn't record an out in the 11th inning. Down and got 3 straight outs following the 3 runs that the Braves scored. That sets up this situation. Starling Marte walked against Will Smith to lead off this bottom of the 11th. 2-1 pitch to Ketel Marte. Line drive and foul. Counts even at 2. Another pickoff attempt. Starling Marte back safely. 11th pitch coming from Will Smith. That's outside. This count run full 3-2. Will Smith just came in for this bottom of the 11th inning. And he's at 11 pitches. No outs recorded yet. 3-2. That hit water right field. Acuna Jr. can't make the play. That hit the ground. Throw to the cutoff man, Albies. Starling Marte safe at second. Ketel Marte advances him on the single, and now the Diamondbacks set up well on offense with the heart of the order coming up. Eduardo Escobar, switch hitter, batting from the right side. Batting here against Will Smith. First pitch in the dirt. Blocked well, though, by Travis d'Arnaud, and no runners advance. Counts 1-0. Starling Marte walked. He's on second base. Ketel Marte just singled. He's on first base. One-0 pitch. Chopped. Foul. Counts even at 1. So Eduardo Escobar, the 3-hitter, scheduled to be followed by David Peralta and then Jake Lamb. That's the 3-4-5 of the Diamondbacks. Tying runs at the plate. Chopped on the ground, right side, Albies. Swanson, back to Freeman. Double play turned by the Braves. And that is a killer to that rally. Well, hope dwindling here for the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the 11th. 2 outs after this turn double play. And the last chance for Arizona. David Peralta. Starling Marte, amidst that play, advances to third. Will Smith in line for the save. Can he record an out? That pitch misses high. Ball 1. Throwing more pitches than I think he would want to. He's at 16 now. Walked 1, gave up a hit, but double play brought him back on pace. 1-0 pitch, that misses high. The Braves and the Diamondbacks scheduled for a 4-game series. And these two will play tomorrow. And the Braves have a 3-game series with the San Diego Padres before getting an off day on Thursday, April the 2nd. That pitch misses outside, counts 3-0 to David Peralta. See Jake Lamb on deck. Should Peralta reach, he'll get it to bat. As for the Diamondbacks, we'll finish up this 4-game series against Atlanta. Then we'll have a 3-game series against division rivals, the San Francisco Giants. And then they'll have an off day on Thursday, April the 2nd. That pitch misses. 4-pitch walk to David Peralta. Will Smith not quite out of trouble yet. He's at 19 pitches, and Jake Lamb will come to the plate. He's representing the tying run. Christian Walker reached base in the 9th inning, was pinch ran for by Tim LeCastro, who later got picked off to end the 9th inning. And so Jake Lamb was a defensive replacement starting in the 10th. This is his first at bat of the game, and it's against one of the better closers in the National League. Also lefty-on-lefty matchup, favoring Will Smith. Here's the 0-1. That hit one to left center field. Back is Ozuna. He can't make the play. One run's going to score. Second runner coming around. He scores. Jake Lamb with a clutch 2-out double here in extras. Starling Marte scores from third. David Peralta scores from first. Jake Lamb aboard at second, representing the tying run. He's in scoring position. And Will Smith will not get to complete this game. And the Braves will go to one of their emergency or backup closers, so to speak. This is Shane Green. Was traded to the Braves in the middle of last season from the Tigers. And like I said, Shane Green was an all-star with the Tigers in 2019 before being traded to the Braves before the deadline. He's known for being a lockdown closer. Facing Cole Calhoun, that pitch misses upstairs. That's ball one, and the Braves fans back to life. I can only imagine what could have happened if Eduardo Escobar had not grounded into that double play with runners on first and second. Calhoun rips that one to left center field. That's heading toward the wall. That's off the base of the wall. Jake Lamb's going to score from second, and Cole Calhoun is into second with an RBI double that ties the game. Oh, my goodness. Two of the best relief pitchers in baseball could not put away the Diamondbacks. Not to mention that Shane Green is still required to face two more batters in this half inning before he's subject to being taken out. Even if Vic Ahmed gets out here, Shane Green will still have to pitch to one batter in the bottom of the 12th inning. That new 3-pitcher minimum rule that was just inserted into baseball this year. Nick Ahmed swings and misses, strike one. So the Braves scored in the top half of the 11th on a Ronald Acuna Jr. double. He stole third, scored on an Alzi Albies hit. Freddie Freeman then hit a 2-run home run. That made it 4-1. The Diamondbacks came back from improbable odds in the bottom of the 11th here. Starling Marte led off with a walk. Ketel Marte singled. Eduardo Escobar grounded into a double play. David Peralta walked. Then Jake Lamb hit a double that scored 2 runs. And then Cole Calhoun just doubled home Jake Lamb to tie the game at 4. Nick Ahmed flies out to Ender Inciarte, but hope back in the spirit of fans who are still here. The 11th inning has ended, and this game tied at 4 going into the 12th. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 7-8-9 due up for the Braves. Adam Duvall, Dansby Swanson, and then the pitcher spot. Shane Green might have to bat in that pitcher spot, though. He didn't face 3 hitters. Play made by Eduardo Escobar, throws to Jake Lamb, and on one pitch, Adam Duvall's out. That begins the top of the 12th inning. So our recap and results segment might have to go a little later than 10 o'clock because this game went into extra innings. Quite an entertaining game. The Braves scored 3 runs in the top of the 11th, and the Diamondbacks answered in the bottom of the 11th with their own 3 runs. And 11 was not enough to complete this game. Diving stop by Escobar, but Dansby Swanson will beat that one out. 1-out infield single. Adeiny Echeverria, the only one left on the Braves bench, and he might be called on to pinch hit here.
Your attention, please.
And he will be.
Pinch hitting for the Braves, number 24.
So Shane Green only faces 2 hitters in that half inning. Which, for the purposes of these rules in this game,
1-0.
that must be the case. But Echeverria was the last position player on the Braves bench. And he's now getting some action. That's fouled off. Echeverria's played for the Marlins, the Rays, the Yankees. Got himself a home here, though, in Atlanta. Good reserve off the bench, especially defensively, but in these trying times, his bat is better than any of the pitchers on the roster. He's ahead in the count now, 2-1. That's in the dirt, blocked by Kelly initially, but Dansby Swanson got a good jump, read that wild pitch well, and he advances. It's kind of tough. Sometimes you get in a good position as a catcher, and the ball still just squirts away from you, especially with Dansby Swanson being a fast runner. And reading that well, got a good jump. Now he's in scoring position. 3-1 count. Ronald Acuna Jr. scheduled to bat next. That's grounded foul. Count now full 3-2. So this was a pitcher's duel of the bullpens as well, because the starters didn't go incredibly long as that pitch misses. But the Diamondbacks scored in the bottom of the first inning after Starling Marte singled and Ketel Marte doubled. And that was Mike Soroka's only earned run given up in his start. In the top of the 4th inning, Ozzie Albies was in scoring position at second, and Freddie Freeman singled him in. So it was 1-1. And that score brought us to extras until that top of the 11th inning. Ozzie Albies got an RBI base hit after Ronald Acuna here doubled for his only hit of the night. Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run home run. That made it 4-1, and the Diamondbacks strung together some hits. In the bottom of the 11th, Cole Calhoun, the most notable of those hits, as he drove home Jake Lamb from second to tie the game at 4. Chafin preparing to throw pitch number 20 of his time out of the bullpen, and it misses inside. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground right side, that's going to get through the double play defense. Base hit, Cole Calhoun throws home. Carson Kelly applies the tag, well too late. Dansby Swanson scores from second.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Adeiny Echeverria advances from first to second on the play, and Ronald Acuna Jr. producing well late. He's got another hit in extra innings. And that one's an RBI single, and Atlanta takes the lead again. It's 5-4. Here's Ozzie Albies. 1 out, runners on first and second. Adeiny Echeverria at second base. Ronald Acuna Jr. at first base. Ozzie Albies 2 for 5 in this one. Ground ball toward the middle. Ahmed with a diving stop to Ketel Marte for 1. Back over to Jake Lamb. Not in time. Fielder's choice. is how Ozzy Albies reaches. Advancing from second to third is Adani Echeverria, but Nick Ahmed just saved another run from scoring for the time being. And now here's Freddie Freeman. 3 of the 5 runs scored were because of his offense. He homered off Kevin Ginkel last inning. Diamondbacks fought their way back, though. In the bottom half of the 11th. Now he bats here with a couple runners on and 2 outs. Facing Andrew Chafin for the first time in this game. Chafin ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit in the air, shallow right field. Ketel Marte calls for it. He makes the catch. That ends the inning with the Braves end up scoring again. Ronald Acuna Jr. singles home Dansby Swanson. Atlanta leads 5-4 going to the bottom of the 12th inning.
Your attention, please.
So here's Mark Melancon and
number 36, Mark Melancon.
I'm a bit taken away right now because I feel like I mentioned Shane Green, Mark Melancon, and Will Smith during regulation, talking about how the bullpen is a good bullpen for the Braves. And as this game progresses into extras, all 3 of those pitchers have come into pitch.
The catcher, Parkville Kelly.
So the pitcher spot led off for the Diamondbacks. Andrew Chafin flies out on 1 pitch. And with 1 out, Carson Kelly comes to bat. First time facing Melancon. And the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air, right side. There's Freddie Freeman in foul territory, and that's out number 2. So Mark Melancon only has to throw 2 pitches, and he gets 2 outs. We'll have to face the top of the order, though, coming up. 2 outs, bottom of the 12th. There's Starling Marte. These 2 were once teammates with the Pittsburgh Pirates. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Melancon became a part of the Pirates in 2013. Marte joined the team in 2012, so these 2 were teammates from 13 to 15 before Melancon was traded a year later to the Washington Nationals. That pitch called a strike, counts even at 1. Melancon, in his career, has played for the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox, the Houston Astros, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Washington Nationals, the San Francisco Giants, and now pitches for the Atlanta Braves. 2-1 pitch, here it comes. That pitch misses high, it counts 3-1. He was a young pitcher when he pitched in the Yankees organization, and lo and behold, he got to work with none other than Mariano Rivera on how to throw a cutter. And that's been one of his dominant pitches, especially in his successful years with the Pirates between 2013 and 2015. Ketel Marte up to bat now after the Starling Marte walk. Once again, the Diamondbacks have the tying run on base. Here in extras, down by some runs. 1 to be specific in this bottom of the 12th inning. Runner goes. Caught a strike. Throw down to second by Darno. Not in time. Starling Marte has just stole himself into scoring position. Oh, 1 from Melancon. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Ketel Marte is 2 for 5 in 5 plate appearances tonight. 0-2. Uh-oh. Goes to his head, counts 1-2. Doesn't bite on that breaking ball. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Melancon attempting to work quickly. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The game finally ends. After back and forth baseball through 12 full innings, the Atlanta Braves pull off a win here at Chase Field. The game dominated mostly by pitching until extra innings rolled around. And these two teams combined to score 7 extra inning runs. That's a crushing loss for the Diamondbacks, who came back in the bottom of the 11th inning after the Braves scored 3 runs in the top of the 11th. Diamondbacks came back to score 3 runs in that bottom half, but the Atlanta Braves scored again, top of the 12th. And the Diamondbacks, despite getting the tying run on base, could not score at that time. So Shane Green pitched a third of an inning, and he gave up the tying run in that bottom of the 11th inning. He's fortunate enough to get the win in this one. Andrew Chafin, despite pitching 2 quality innings, gave up the earned run in the top of the 12th. He's hit with a loss, and Mark Melanson pitches a full inning in the bottom of the 12th, and he is credited with the save. Player of the game today, Freddie Freeman. 2 for 6 in the game. He had 3 of the 5 runs on offense for the Braves, one of which was a huge 2-run home run in that top of the 11th inning that created such a gap. And the Diamondbacks, though tied, could not overcome the deficit. You've been watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. What a game. What a game. What a game on opening day. Don't forget to stick around. We should have recaps, results, standing updates, injury updates, all of that for you posted no later than 10 o'clock once we capture the rest of the results that happened around the league. But you can check those out on Twitter and on YouTube. You can follow your favorite team, even if your favorite team wasn't a team covered in today's game. But this is franchise mode in MLB The Show 20, so all statistics will be covered and archived. So it's this is supposed to be as if Major League Baseball, the season wasn't ever postponed. So with that in mind, go ahead and follow the Twitter page at Virtual MLB, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're here now at MLB, or not at, it's YouTube, so it's MLB Virtual Network. That's the channel. You can subscribe to it. When I'm done here, once again, the final score: the Atlanta Braves 5 and the Arizona Diamondbacks 4. Also stick around for an update on Madison Bumgarner and his injury on the mound. You've been watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Have a great night.